Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? This is your boy Isaac,
And this is your boy Bryce.
and we are brothers on tennis. And folks, we have come to the first Grand Slam of 2026, the Australian Open. And man, oh man, I'm excited, Bryce. How you feeling about this year's Australian Open, my man?
I can't believe we're about to have a new our first Grand Slam champions of 2026. Boy, the season comes around quick, don't
Don't it though?
it?
Oh, but it's always entertaining, man. Always that first
Mhm,
Grand Slam. We done had some folks showing up and showing out in these
mhm.
warm-up events. The Australian Open has been doing some new things, which is kind of interesting. They've had some practice sets, and in fact, Roger Federer was down there playing Casper Ruud, getting him all warmed up. I was like, "Wait a minute, Fed, what you doing?" Right?
Taking that tiebreaker. Saying,
Exactly.
don't get me to thinking now.
Hey, come on now, don't get it twisted. My game is still tight. If
I might
Novak
not
is
be able
out
to be
there,
number one, number two, but I might be able to be number three.
see? I know that's right. So yeah, good seeing him out there.
Mhm,
They had that 1 point match thing with $1 million. So it looks
mhm.
like they're doing some pretty innovative things at the Australian Open, which is very cool.
Right.
It's nice that again, every Grand Slam seems to be innovating and trying new and different things. And honestly, they seem to be very, very positive. So kudos to the Australian Open on that front.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Um, well, we're here to do our 2026 Australian Open preview show, and you guys know how we do. We are going to give you what we consider our first round popcorn matches on both the men's and the women's draw. Um, Isaac, we were talking. It's interesting because, and I mentioned this to you before we started recording. Um, this is the first time we've done a preview show where the popcorn matches just really ain't popping that much for
No.
me this year. I mean, I have a few that I'm gonna, say for personal reasons I may want to watch, but if I didn't catch a lot of this until the second round, I might would be okay.
I'm with you, Bryce. I'm the same way. I think a lot of it was kind of, again, like you were saying, name recognition. It's kind of like you see the name and you're like, oh, they're playing this, this person. But truly popcorn, I was struggling this year. I mean, there weren't any matches that made me kind of gasp, like, oh, snap. And like,
Right,
that's the one. That's,
right.
got to see that one. I didn't see that, but there are some very good first round matches for sure. And again, folks, we will highlight those and hopefully you agree. And if you don't, put them in the comments and tell us who we missed.
Right. And once we're done with that, we'll, kind of take our stab at our predictions at the how the men's and the women's draw will go from the quarterfinals all the way through championship weekend.
Yes.
And my editorial on that is, I think again, it's a lot of the same, usual suspects there at the end, but I think I might call a surprise or two here, there. Uh,
Wow.
it ain't no ultimate surprise, but it'll just be a surprise in terms of the route that they had to take. Uh,
Right.
you know,
I know that's right. Same with me, brother. I didn't steer too far off. Well, actually I did with the one that I told you about, but anyway, we'll
right.
talk about that.
All right. So, where do you want to start with the popcorn matches? Do you want to start with the men or the women?
Let's just jump with the women. I mean,
Okay.
I think you and I had a pretty small number of those. So, I guess first and foremost, the Queen, Venus Williams. Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, is it really truly popcorn? Eh. But again, her going against Danilovic, that's going to be a tough one for Venus Williams. So, folks, if you want to see Venus, I I would recommend that you watch that match. It may not be popcorn per se. But
Right.
again, if you want to see the legend, you should watch that match because unfortunately, I do feel like Danilovic is going to put them things on because she's lefty, she got a big game, and yeah, she's Serbian too. Ooh, Yeah, that's
Right.
gonna be rough. How about you, Bryce?
Yeah, with Venus is, now you see me, now you don't. So if you want to catch her, enjoy watching her again, definitely catch this first round match. But I think after the first round, the only place you want to catch Venus is maybe in doubles.
Maybe. Yeah.
But she'll probably head now going out for part two of the honeymoon.
I
So
was about to say, right? She's still in that honeymoon glow, so she still might be trying to rock that.
But yes, I had that one down as well. Kind of, heads up. A lot of my picks here for popcorn are the Americans, and
Yeah.
the next one that I had was Haley Baptiste against Von Jusova.
Yes.
Uh, that's a whole lot of talent on one court,
It really is.
and I think it's whichever one of them kind of can keep their mind together the most
Hmm.
uh, will come through that match. But I actually think that could potentially be a 50-50 match.
I absolutely agree, and I'm very interested in that match only because I want to kind of see where Haley Baptiste is because I feel like
Mhm.
she had a really decent, if not really good, 2025. I feel like
Right.
her game progressed. You could see, that she was working things out and really maximizing her talent.
Hmm.
So it'll be interesting to see what she worked on in the offseason and how that will apply in this match because she's going to need it because Vondrousova is a very tricky lefty. And
Yes.
again, she is a Grand Slam champion. So, it's going to be a battle. So Baptiste is going to have to bring her talents if she wants to get through that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Bryce, and the next one, keeping with the American theme, the next one I had actually was Alicia Park versus Alex Iala. Now, is that really popcorn? Because Iala is playing some real good tennis right now. That youngster is
Right.
doing some good things, and I'm just not sure about Alicia's form. I
Right.
think we always have questions in regards to what she's going to bring to the court because we know that she's uber talented, but
Yes.
will it actually manifest itself on the court on the day? And
Hmm.
that's going to be the question. I personally think Iala is going to get through this one. I think the teenager is just doing some really good things and she's stacking. She's at this point where she's stacking.
Right.
So I think Alicia's just going to be another one of them pegs. What are your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I had that one down as well. Once again, it's kind of two Americans, name recognition.
Yeah.
I mean, wait a minute.
No, Iala is.
Yeah, it's not American. I'm
Yeah, no,
sorry
it's
about
okay.
that. Two young talents.
Yes, there we go.
But yeah, I think Iala, because she's what Filipino, right? If I'm
Yes,
correct.
yes. Yep.
Um, she I think she is going to come through that. Like you said, I think she's had the stronger results as of late. But we know Parks, anytime she puts her mind to it and she keeps, stringing them together, she's got the game that can take out almost anybody.
That's right. She
So
does.
fingers crossed for her.
Yeah.
The next one I had was actually a non. Neither one of these are Americans,
Oh,
but could be a very good match. I had Krachikova and Schneider.
yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Schneider is a battler. She get out there with the bandana, and she's a lefty as well.
Yes.
And can do some things. And Krachikova is a Grand Slam champion a couple times over.
Yes, exactly.
So we know what she can do in 2 weeks. So I'll keep my good eye on that one just to see who pulls that one out. I would expect for Krachikova uh, to in a major to pull this out, but some of these people, when it's early in the year, you're not real sure what the form is like.
And I've seen Krejcikova she played this last tournament. She didn't look 100%. I don't know if she
Mm,
had an injury or what she was dealing with, but she definitely did not look 100%. For me, that's the reason why I'm kind of leaning Schneider because Schneider
uh-huh.
did make it to the semifinals of this tournament. She lost her good friend Mira Andreeva, but still, if you get a healthy Krejcikova and a healthy Schneider, I'm gonna pick Krejcikova.
Right,
Because again, her resume.
right, yeah, exactly.
So Yeah, so with that said, yeah, that can be a good one. And speaking of her doubles partner, the next one I
Hmm.
put, of course, was Vekic versus Mira Andreeva. Now, Mira is in great form. She just won the tournament,
Hmm.
beating our girl Mboko in the final. So she's probably feeling real good about her game right now. So it's going to be kind of tight on Vekic on that one.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
still a popcorn match. It's still something because Beckers ain't gonna just lie down for nobody. She got
No,
big strokes and she gonna bring them on the day. But I
yeah.
do feel like Mira is on one right now and will play well in that match. Your thoughts, my brother?
We know Vekic goes for scalps.
Don't she? Come on.
So, Andrea need to make sure she got that wig on tight because Vekic will
Yes.
come for it.
Yes.
Absolutely. The next one I had kind of bring back the Americans. We see the return of Sloane Stevens,
Yes.
and she's been putting videos out there that she's been practicing and working hard, and she's won a couple of matches. So, and Pliskova, once again, I thought she was out there on that boat with Terrence Trent D'Arby and Crystal Waters and CC Peniston and all them, But I guess she's out here making a final push, in her career. So
Yeah.
that's almost like a 2014, 2015 popcorn match.
Exactly. Exactly. I don't know if maybe she's coming back and she's like, oh, this is my kind of my farewell retirement tour
Yeah.
or what? Because you got a lot of folks that are doing that this year.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was very interesting when I saw her name in the draw. I was like, Carolina Pliskova. I was like, what? So yeah, that is definitely a throwback popcorn match for sure. I think Sloane is looking pretty good. So
Hmm.
if she got her head wrapped right, I think she should come through that one, but we shall see.
Yes.
Sticking with that, Americans, we got another double American on this one. We've got Sophia Kenin versus Peyton Stearns. Um, I- Kennan's always dangerous. Of course, she won the Grand
Hmm.
Slam, and her game is just, it's very awkward yet very good. But at the same time, she's got a lot of variety. She's got that good forehand. It's going to be
Hmm.
interesting to see who brings it forward
Right.
because I guess for me, I'm of course rooting for Peyton Stearns because she's
Right.
513.
Right.
So sorry, Kenan. But I don't know, you can just never count out Sophia Kenin. So thoughts on that, brother?
No, I mean, these are two battlers.
Yeah,
I mean, you can easily, if we're going by the old definition of a popcorn match like that, we might see go the distance in the third set or whatever.
yeah,
It might be this one,
yeah. Agree.
because we know they both fight until the final point. And I'm definitely pushing for a 5-1-3 with Peyton, but Kennan has won this thing before, so
That's right. So she likes them courts.
she knows what to do.
Yes, sir.
That's all I had for the women.
The last one I actually had was Katie Bolter versus Bencic.
I did see that. Okay.
Yeah, that one I think is I feel bad for Katie that she again is, having to have a bad draw because Bencic is playing she was the MVP of
Mhm.
Switzerland's team, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So she's coming in with some good form from a singles perspective. So I do expect
Right.
her to take it. But I always like watching Katie Bolter, and I just felt like that one would be a good one. So that was all for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's swing it over to the ATP, the
Yeah.
men's side. And I
Yo.
think we got a few more here. And look, we're going to warn you. Some of these are stretches, and that's just because this is what we're dealing with
Yeah.
this draw.
Yep.
Uh, but the first one, Isaac, that I had down was actually Bublik and Brooksby.
I wrote that one too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Bublik has been on a tear. And so
Woo.
I fully expect for him to win this match.
Yeah.
But anybody that knows Brooksby, he's one of those kind of guys that really just will disrupt. Yeah, these both of them are disruptors. I mean, who's
Mhm.
going to disrupt who? in this match.
Exactly. Yeah, who can get in the head of the other the more so? Because Brooksby is tricky. Now,
Right,
Bublik, I think, has developed a level of discipline and maturity. Didn't think you'd ever put those two words in the sentence with his name,
right.
but he really has. And I agree with you. I think he should win this game, but Brooksby is tricky, man. He's tricky, and I think he's going to bring out some really interesting things. I would not be surprised if this went 5 sets.
Yeah, yeah. So
All
that's
right.
my
Yes. So sorry. Yes. So that one, the next one that I had on my list, Bryce, was the one that we were talking about before, and this is
mm,
the true named one. If of
right.
all of the popcorn matches, this to me is the popcorn, even though we don't know the form of one of the participants, and that's Matteo Berrettini versus Alex DeMinar. Berrettini is a rough customer. We all know that. He's been in the top 10. He's been in a Grand Slam final. So I believe he was in Wimbledon's Grand Slam final, right?
Yeah, Berrettini. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
So you got him taking on the hometown favorite and Alex DeMinar. That one will be good. If Berrettini is playing up to his potential,
Right.
that's going to be a fire match. Quietly.
Yes. Yes.
That's to be
That
quiet.
yeah, I totally agree. And once again, it goes back to I don't know what his form is,
Yeah.
and if the form is suspect and that backhand is tricky, Demonar is going to be all over that backhand, and it's yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the marquee to me first round match on the men's side.
Agree. Agree.
The next one, again, this is one of these matches that I'm not saying I'm confused about who's going to win because I know who's going to win. Uh, but you got Alexander Zverev
Yep.
playing Diallo, and
Yeah.
Diallo is one of these guys we've been talking about as a future potential star on the tour. We haven't really seen him fully kind of breakthrough yet. But you know what? A first round against Zverev at the Australian Open could be that kind of match for him. What
Mhm.
I think, though, is going to be the problem, as it is when you play any of the top players, is that it's best of five.
Yep. Yep.
And so, best of three, I give Diallo a much better shot
Yep.
to just kind of come in with the big serves and swing out and maybe get a break here or there and roll it out. But I think Zverev will end up winning this match off. But I think it could be a very good match in terms of
Mhm.
shots to watch.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I don't know that I have too much more to add on that. I like Diallo, but like you said, I do think that Zverev, because it's best of five, I
Right.
think Zverev comes out of that for sure. Yeah. The next one, Bryce, that I put down was Matteo Arnaldi
Yeah.
versus Andre Rublev. Rublev has kind of slipped a little bit, falling outside of the top 10, not really as consistent as he was before as far as beating anybody that was lower ranked than him. He's gotten stolen on a few times. And Matteo Arnaldi is not someone to play with. I mean, he can sneak up on you and put some things on you. So if he's in good form, I feel like that will be a really good match.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I had that one down as well because Rublev can be all over the place.
Yeah,
And on that, Arnaldi, we know is a tough out.
absolutely.
So that's a good call, Isaac. Um, this next one, oh, it kind of sucks, man. It's two Americans that we really like. We got a little tan on tan crime going on with Leonard Tien and Marcus Giron.
Yeah, yeah.
We like both of these guys a
Yes,
lot.
we do.
Um, I mean, Tien is. I mean, he just won next gen, so
Yeah.
he's on one right now, and I think Giron has kind of been a little off his game recently. But he's gonna go out there and battle. I expect Tien to win, but it's a shame they have to meet in the first round.
I agree with you. I agree. I think that Tien's been showing great form. Garone actually had a good week. I don't know if he was Auckland or Adelaide, but he made it, I think, to either quarters or maybe even no, he didn't make the semis. I think he made the well, maybe he made regardless. He hopefully he'll be in that type of form, so it'll be a good
Mhm.
match. But I like you. I just think that Tien's got that leftiness and he's a
Right.
really, really smart player. And I
Mhm.
just think that because of that, he should get through that match. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But that one definitely, I like that one for sure. I'm
Mm.
definitely gonna watch that. The next one I wrote down, Bryce, was Nino Borges against Felix. Nino Borges is he's kind of one of those sneaky guys that has a very clean, solid game. And if FAA doesn't come out there right,
Mhm.
I'm just
Right.
there is upset potential there because like I said, Nino Borges is a very solid player, and he's not going to get mental. He's not going to be overwhelmed by the moment.
Right.
So Felix needs to come out there and actually play really good tennis
Mhm.
because he could be at risk, and I'm being very serious. So I feel
Mhm.
like him being in the top 10, he's hopefully overcome some of that, but I honestly think that that one will be a lot closer than many expect it to be.
Yeah, well, I think FAA at risk all the time. So, I mean, that I wouldn't be surprised. I would not look at the scores and see he went out in the first round and be like, not
Right,
FAA.
not FAA, right,
Yeah,
right. He still needs to work on being more consistent of a top player.
right, exactly. Um, here's here's
Uh-oh.
the next one I had. Look, they need to have the trainers just already sitting there next to the court when they walk out because I think the winner of this match is going to be the one that can make it to the finish line.
Uh,
Uh, Dimitrov and Mahat, I mean, both of these guys are insanely talented,
yes,
insanely, I mean, shots out the wazoo, but can't neither one of them stay healthy.
exactly. Exactly.
I mean, this match just may be canceled before it hits the court.
I agree. I
You
agree,
know,
bro.
it may stay
Yeah.
a kernel, it may never get popcorn. You know, um,
I
but
agree.
if for some reason they are both able to play the match, it could be one of the most entertaining matches to watch in the first round.
For sure, because of the it's the contrast in styles. You got Mahat, who is very fast, hits big off the ground. You got
Mhm.
Dimitrov, of course, baby fed, got all of the slicing and dicing, big forehand. It can very, very much be a good match, and I'm looking forward to it. But like you said, can they both stay injury free, and will they be coming into the match healthy? That is the question. Now, Mahat. He just put them things on Tommy Paul, unfortunately. And Tommy's our boy, but yeah, he put them things. So I feel like Mahacha is going to be in good form, but I haven't seen Dimitrov yet, so who knows what we're going to get from him.
Right, right.
I don't know. Could be interesting, but yeah, that's a good call, brother.
Hmm.
Um, Next one that I have on my list was Hubie Hurkacz versus
Oh,
Zizou Bergs because Zizou is starting to play some really, really good tennis. I mean, he's
okay.
jumped on the scene really good last year, had some good results, that crazy Davis Cup match. But at the same time, Hubert Hurkacz is back. He played
Hmm.
the United Cup and looked really, really good, took out Taylor Fritz.
Hmm.
So I feel like he's in good form and he should win that match, but I do feel like it will be a tussle. So
Right.
watch out for that one. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I did see that one. I didn't mark it down, but you know, I guess I was kind of assuming Hebe to kind of come through that one,
Yeah.
but based upon what you're saying, I'll probably try to check it out. For
At
sure.
least check out that score line. I guarantee you to go four, if not five.
Right. Well, one that I wanted to highlight was Jiri and Wawrinka
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
because we know that this is Wawrinka's last year,
Right.
and you know what? And Jiri is. and I really like Jerry, but that's a winnable match for him.
Well, I think Jerry is really, really good on clay. And honestly, based on how I saw Wawrinka play at the United Cup, I
Mhm.
feel like he should be able to get through that one pretty easy because Stan looked good. I was like shocked how good he looked in the matches that he played. He didn't win, but at the same time, he looked really good. And again,
Right.
against Tajiri, who is someone that's more of he really does his thing on clay.
Hmm.
I just feel like Stan should get the nod on that one. But again, popcorn.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I just wonder if Jerry is going to try to extend that match
right.
and test them old legs. Um, and see, because that backhand is nice when you can get to the ball. But
That's true.
and I hope Stan wins because I like for him to have, it kind of annoyed me that they didn't initially give him the wild card and
Yeah,
there needed to be a little pressure there. And it's like, you know what? This is a previous champion.
yeah, yeah.
And
Exactly. Come
and
on.
he's what when we say the big five, you
Yeah,
know,
he's one of them. Yeah, that
yeah.
was him. He was the fifth.
Yeah, and he always won his majors over the big three.
Yeah, he did.
So,
So,
uh, but he got it. So we'll see what happens there.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So the next one we were actually talking about before we started the recording, um, got of course Ben Shelton versus Ugo Umber. Bryce, I'm really concerned about that one. I really am. Ben does not have a good record against other left-handed players. Um, Ugo Umber made it to the final of either Auckland or Adelaide, so
Right.
he's in good form. I am extremely nervous for Ben Shelton in this match. Yeah,
Yeah. That's a tough. That is probably of the first round popcorn matches we listed, like in terms of like two really good players meeting in the first round.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That I know Ben couldn't have been happy to see that. I'm sure Umber's not even happy to see that.
Right, exactly.
But
Exactly.
because neither one of them probably deserves to go out in the first round.
Right.
So
Exactly. So that one, y'all, definitely watch it. It's gonna be a good one, and
mhm,
we'll see who comes through.
right, right. Um, I had Hatchinoff and Mickelson.
I wrote that.
Uh,
That was my last one too. Yep.
yeah, it's weird because it's kind of like they're mirror images of each other in some ways.
Yeah.
Um, and Hatchinoff usually brings it in the majors.
Yep.
So, I mean, we know we've got that, but Mickelson has the new coaching staff and he's had some good results and he's got the young legs,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
so that could be a very good match to watch.
I agree with you. I wrote that one down. I definitely think that there is some upset potential there.
Uh-huh.
Mickelson's playing some good tennis, so watch out for him for sure.
Yes. So, for the first couple of days of the Australian Open, those are some matches that you guys can potentially target. Maybe there'll be some other good ones, but you know, give those a try. We'll be checking those out as well.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a quick break before we come back and we talk about our predictions for both the men's and the women's draw. All right, we're back. Uh, so, Isaac, like I was saying in the beginning, I think we're going to have a lot of the usual suspects towards the end
Yeah.
of these draws, but it's still fun to kind of talk through them.
Oh,
Who do you want to
yeah.
tackle first?
Most of the times I say ladies first, but I feel like the ladies is going to be a little bit more dramatic. So let's start with the men.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, how we typically do, folks, in case you don't remember, is we give you our thoughts from the quarterfinals through the championship. So, Isaac, for the top half for me for the quarterfinals, I have surprise, surprise, Alcaraz coming through over Tommy Paul to the quarters. Deminar coming to the quarters over Bublik. Zverev coming through over Rublev. And Medvedev coming through over FAA.
Oh, wow. So I was about to say we have the exact same, like no every we do have the exact same quarters, but the only difference is you've got Medvedev FAA. I actually think it's going to be Medvedev versus Teen. I think Lerner Tien is going to be
Okay.
able to actually make it through to the fourth round, and then I think Medvedev takes him out. But I do have the same people you have. I have Alcaraz versus Demon. I have Zverev and Medvedev.
All right. So then what are you thinking for the bottom?
All right. On the bottom half, I've got, let me make sure I do this correctly. So I actually have Musetti
Mhm.
against Novak. So I have Musetti over Fritz. I have
Okay.
Novak over Hurkacz.
Okay.
I have Rude coming in over Monfils,
Okay.
Gael.
Okay.
And
All
of
right.
course, we've got Sinner. And funny enough, I have Sinner coming in over Gio Pesci Pericard.
Wow. We are completely different
Oh, wow, on
on
this
the
one.
bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We need
So
difference.
now what we're the same is I have Musetti coming in over Fritz.
Okay.
I have Mincic coming in over Djokovic.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
I'm keeping hope alive. I have Shelton coming in over Rude,
Okay.
and I have Sinner coming in over Mickelson.
Ah, wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Get on the American train. Ain't nobody mad at you for that.
But I think we're gonna end up still in the same place.
I agree.
Uh, so who do you have coming through the quarters into the semis?
Okay, so my semis are Alcaraz, taking out Bublik. I mean, I'm taking out Demon, sorry, and I have Medvedev taking out Zverev.
So,
And in the bottom half, I actually have again Musetti taking out Novak, and I of course have Sinner taking out Rude, but regardless, it's gonna be Sinner.
yeah, well,
What about you?
I have Alcaraz taking out Demon. I have Medvedev taking out Zverev. I have Musetti taking out Mincic. And I have Sinner taking out Shelton.
So our semifinals are
So
exactly.
these are the same.
Yep.
Okay. Can I take a guess that your finals would be Alcaraz versus Sinner?
The new two. Yes, sir.
The new two. All
The
right.
new two all day.
We're going out on a ledge on that one. Um, so who are you picking as the winner?
Oh, and this one was really, really tough, but I'm actually going to name Sinner. I think Sinner is going to take the Australian yet again. What about you?
I can never not pick Alcaraz. I can't. I mean, like no. I mean, like I know the moment I pick against Alcaraz, he is going to rise up and do this Roger Federer thing, and it's going to be like, why did you pick? Even if it's Sinner, you
Right,
know.
right.
So you know what? I don't think anybody will give me side eye if it's like, oh, okay, Sinner ended up taking out Alcaraz in the final.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I cannot not pick Alcaraz. I just
That is fair. That is 100% fair. It's
he
always
might,
good when we have differences, as far as our
yeah,
different picks. So that's a good thing.
he'll come out there with that hair dyed blue and just you know be
Right?
like, let's get it.
Let's get it. I guess now don't get it twisted. Now, my hope, of course, is that Alcaraz wins because, of course, I'm
Right.
a bigger fan of his than I am Sinner. But at the same time, I'm just, it is what it is. So,
Well, that's going to be the theme of my women
yeah.
because I made choices against what my hopes are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to use more of my tennis brain instead of
Okay.
my tennis heart.
Okay.
So I guess this puts me in a good situation because either I'm going to be right and my tennis brain is going to feel good, or I'm gonna be wrong and my heart is going to feel good.
Right.
I think.
I think. Uh-huh. I got you.
So, so I'll start us off with the top.
Yes.
I have uh, Sabalenka making it to the quarters over Mboko.
Okay.
I have Paolini making it over Alexandrova.
Mm.
I
Okay.
have Coco making it over Muhova.
Mm-hmm.
If she's healthy,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
asterisk there with Muhova all the time.
Always.
And I actually have Svitolina making it over Andreeva.
Wow. Okay. We're a little different. We're a little bit different. So I do have Sabalenka, like you, getting to the quarters. I actually have her taking out Towson. And the reason I have that
Mm.
is because Mboko looked like she was a little bit hurt in that final where she played
Oh.
Vera Andreeva. She's got this knee leg thing going on. And again, she was hurt with, in the summer after she
Mhm.
won the Canadian tier one. So I'm not sure that she's going to be 100%. So that's the only reason, because I had her marked in there literally
Mhm.
because I did the draw early today and then I saw that match and I was just like, I don't know if Vicky's 100% healthy right now. So my
Mhm.
only reason, but regardless, even if she were playing Sabalenka, I would pick Sabalenka.
Sabalenka,
So
right.
I got Sabalenka making it to the quarters. Now, the next one, we were totally different. So I actually have Kostyuk
Okay.
getting to the quarters over Eva Jovic. Because I feel like Eva Jovic, that the young
Right.
18 year old, I feel like she's playing some really good tennis and she has a really good draw. I do think, honestly, I think she's going to take out Paolini. I don't know
Oh, okay.
why I feel that way, but I saw that matchup and I was like, Eva, I feel like would match up very well with Jasmine. And I feel,
Okay.
unfortunately, I just don't know how Jasmine's year is going to be for 2026. So stepped out
Okay.
on a limb. I picked Iva Jovic. But again, I have Kostyuk making it to the quarters to play Sabalenka.
Okay.
Coco over Muhova. Same as you.
Mhm.
Got that
Right.
one. I actually did pick Andreeva though to take out Svitolina. I just
Mhm.
feel like the youngster is she's really playing some very I saw her this week and I saw her against Snyder, I saw her against Mboko. She's playing
Mhm.
some very creative tennis and she's playing a really good defense offense brand of tennis that I'm like, okay, that I think that will work against Svitolina. So
Okay.
I'm picking her. So I have Sabalenka Kostyuk. I have Coco versus Andreeva. I'll
We're
jump to the
probably going to end up
bottom.
in the same spot.
Yeah, it would
Uh,
be exactly. Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Um,
okay.
I made some choices, but so on the bottom, I'll start there. I
Mhm.
have actually Pagula making it to the quarters, taking out Madison Keys. So
Mhm.
Madison is just not as sharp as she was last year. She won the tournament before the Australian. She got in the tournament and blah blah blah. I just see some cracks when she played Mboko. Vicky was like, "Nah, sis, I got you." And I just
Right.
think that Madison's not in a space where I feel like she really can get through 7 Grand Slam matches and win again. Plus, she's defending, so I think Pagula gets through that match. I have Anna Samova getting there over Noskova. I've got Rybakina taking out Bencic. And this was my stretch. I actually have Osaka taking out Iga.
We are almost identically the same on the bottom.
Yeah, Iga's right now.
Mhm.
Her form is it's that United Cup. I know Poland won, but
Right.
she took 2 L's, and I'm that mystique. I think it's cracking a little bit, bro. But I'll pass it to you.
Yeah. Pretty much the same.
Okay.
Pagula over Keys. I think Keys is back down to earth. Um, Anna Samova over Noskova.
Okay. Yeah.
Had that one. Rybakina over Bencic. Now, I picked. I agree with what you're saying about Iga.
Mhm.
I just don't think that's the round that's going to happen.
I feel you.
Uh,
Yeah.
I feel like she will win the Osaka match,
Okay. Okay.
but
Right, exactly. Because quietly, I was even up like this against, okay, is it going to be the Osaka match? Is it going to be,
right,
yeah, so I'm with you. Yeah, I think if she's going to get stolen. I do not see her winning this whatsoever.
right. So
Your
semis.
semis, yes.
I have Sabalenka against Coco. I mean, Sabalenka coming in over Paolini and Coco coming in over Svitolina.
Hmm.
And on the bottom, I have Anna Samova coming in over Pagula.
Hmm.
And I have Rybakina coming in over Swiatek.
Well, once again, similar to the men's side, we duplicated on the semis for the women as well because I have the exact same
Right.
thing. I have Sab, Coco, Anisimova versus Rybakina. Yeah, yeah.
Usual suspects, you know.
Exactly. So, Bryce, my final. So, as much as I didn't want to do this, I have Sabalenka coming in over Coco. I think Sab against Coco in a Grand Slam final is much different than Sab in a semifinal against
Yeah,
Coco.
I
So
agree.
I think her mind will be right, and she can be like, yeah, but yeah, them issues you got,
Right,
I'm gonna exploit them all. So I
right.
do think that Sabalenka will win that match. I actually think that Anna Samova will take out Rybakina. So
Okay.
my final is Sab against Anisimova. What about you?
I totally agree with you with the Sab. So I picked Sab over Coco.
Yeah.
Uh, I still think Rybakina is on the revenge tour for her man. And she gonna tell Anna Simova to go sit down somewhere. She gonna be like, you think Iga did you bad at Wimbledon last year? Um, yeah, so I think Rybakina takes out Anna Samova, and
Okay.
so we have a repeat of the year in championship
Nice. Very cool. Who you
completely.
picking?
Completely. And she'll be standing on the side of the net with that daggone trophy, you know, talk about y'all get away from me and my
Yeah.
man.
And my man, me and my man, we
Y'all
got
stop
things
talking
to
about my man. Y'all gonna make me come out here and beat y'all.
do.
So I no, and you know what? And here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
We were talking at the end of the last year, like we were happy to see Rybakina reinsert herself. She didn't win any of the majors last year. We had to. I think she's going to start this year off like I am in that major conversation each major,
Yeah.
and we're gonna start 2026
Listen,
off with one.
I got
And
you. I, I can't disagree with that because like I said, if that's the final, Rybakina has always had a really good time against Sabalenka, and she be whipping up on it real good when
Mhm,
it counts. So if that's the final, I 100% agree with you.
mhm,
Mine, of course, is Sab versus Anisimova,
mhm,
and as much as I would want the American to win, I'm going with Sab. I just feel like she's still number one in the world. She knows what she's
mhm.
doing. I think during the off season she worked on some things, working on the volleys, and how to bring that into her game, if you will.
Right.
I just feel like if it's Sab Anisimova, I'm picking Sab. So I
Yeah.
have her winning the tournament.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's interesting. We on both the men and the women, we have different
Yeah,
winners.
different picks,
You
exactly. But our
know.
semis are the same, so at least we were consistent there.
Right.
Very.
Right. Um, so folks, I don't know. Do you agree with us? What do you think? Is that how you see this 2026 Australian Open going? let us know, your thoughts. If you think something different, or if you like, yeah, you guys nailed it.
Hey. Well, we certainly hope, but of course we know that we don't. And we will, of course, come back to you during the middle of the Grand Slam for our mid fortnight to,
Mhm.
own up to our mistakes and lies and all this other
Mhm.
wonderful stuff and rechart our path, if you will, from
Yes.
that point on. So definitely more to come, but always fun to do a preview of the draw, doing our picks. And like I said,
Mhm.
folks, put it in the comments. We'd love to hear who you think will make it to the quarters, semis, and finals, and who will be the eventual winner for both the men and the women. Come on, play with us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Isaac, with that, I think we'll sign off, and we'll start watching us some tennis here in a couple of days. But everyone, enjoy the tennis out there. Enjoy the first week of our first major in 2026, and we'll be right back next week to talk about it. So, on behalf of the podcast, this has been your boy Bryce,
And this is your boy, Isaac.
and we are Brothers on Tennis. Everyone, good night.